is up, you guys? We are starting with a clean slate face, and I'm putting on my Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer. And this is just like a talk through, get ready with me video. I'm going in with my Professional from Benefit primer, one of my favorite primers of all time. I'm finding some new ones I'm liking, but this is still my old tried and true primer. This is going to just kind of be a natural looking face, but a more glam eye, as you will see in a minute. I had some intense acne going on whenever I shot this video. I shot it about a week or two ago, so that has all gone away since then, but I needed to color correct a little bit. So I went in with some color correcting concealer, and now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 125. And I'm just putting that in my T-zone where I'm a little bit more oily and I need to get some more oil control happening there. This definitely smooths out my skin and gives me a much more matte, flawless finish. So for the rest of my face, I'm using the Wet n Wild foundation in Buff Bisque. The only thing I hate about this foundation is the applicator. I cannot stand that little freaking paddle that I'm using to put it on with. I don't even know why that's a thing. I would rather just pour it onto my hand. But the beauty blender that it looks like that I'm using to blend this all out with, you can see it's a little bit darker than my natural coloring, but that's fine. Not a big deal. The beauty blender that I'm using is actually a Pure Cosmetics beauty blender sponge, cosmetic sponge, I guess is that what they would call it? I'm not sure. I got it in a pack of 3 from my BoxyCharm a couple of months ago, and I'm going in with some concealers for my under eye now. I'm using the Boyne concealer in shade number 1 and the Shy Beam to just brighten up my under eye. I'll be using that here in just a second. Since shooting this video, I've actually started putting the Boyne on first and then putting my foundation on because it's really bright and it's really intense, and I don't think you could tell it in the video, but I needed some extra coverage on my acne scars and those god-awful acne bumps that had popped up in this video. I needed some more coverage on those, so now I actually put the Boyne on first and then go back in later on with my Shy Beam after I've got my foundation on. But this was prior to me understanding that I needed to do that instead. So I just highlighted all over my face with that, and now I'm going to set my entire face with my Makeup Forever loose setting powder in it's just the white translucent shade. It's the Ultra HD powder. It's really nice. It's one of my favorites. I try really hard not to use too much of it because I do notice sometimes if I try to go a little too heavy-handed with it, or if the one time I tried to do this and I baked with it, I end up having a crap ton of flashback on my face, so we don't do that anymore. So I'm just setting it with a Coastal Scents brush, and now I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that just smells so good. It is one of my favorite bronzers, sheerly because of the smell. Ignore me, I'm also watching TV while I'm getting ready. I'm watching one of those cop shows. I think it was like Cops Live or something. It was really cool. And I was watching it in the background, but I'm just applying that to my contour areas. That hair was driving me up the wall. But yeah, just bronzing up my face a little bit here. So now I'm going in with another BoxyCharm favorite. This is a highlight and contour palette from IBY Beauty. I'm going in with the shade Contour 1 first. It's kind of like a cool tone contour shade that I'm just applying to give my contour a little bit more dimension. And now I'm going in with Highlight 2, that's more of like the banana-y shade, and I'm going in under my eyes and in my highlighting areas like my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow and chin. And I'm going back in with Contour 1 to contour my nose a little bit. So I'm going to do my brows off camera really quick. Boom, brows. Now I'm going to be going in with my California blush. I just got this blush from work not too long ago. The only thing about it is I have to use the little brush that it came with to apply it, or it doesn't really go on that well. I'm going in with my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette, and I'm using the shades Glow Getter and Forever Young. I'm combining them to make my own kind of custom shade. And I'm using that on one of the big fluffy fan crown brushes that I got my BoxyCharm as well. That glow is way more intense in the sunlight than it is in my bedroom. Let me tell you that right now. And I'm going in with an oldie but a goodie, my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. And I'm going in with Tempera, I can't pronounce these words, as just like my transition shade. And I will be dipping into my little custom palette, my custom Z palette, using this shade from ColourPop right here. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will be putting it in the description box down below. And I'm just putting that into my crease, obviously making it a little bit darker on the outer corner, just to kind of give it that kind of ombre transition effect. And I'm just blending out the top of it. Using Love Letter, I'm just going to deepen it a little bit, just make it a little bit more dark on the outer corner. Again, just to give the eye some dimension. Going in with another tried and true, my Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. I'll be going in with the pink opal shade. That's that holographic shade right there. It's kind of fuzzy, but I'm going to wet my brush with my setting spray. In retrospect, I probably should have used my Smashbox primer water, but whatever. So I'm just dipping my brush into that and putting that straight up on the lid. If it looks like a little harsh right now, that's fine. We're going to go back and blend it out with Love Letter here in a minute to make that line a little bit more blurred. Just running a little bit of Love Letter on the bottom lash line just to give the look a more rounded appearance. Now, it wouldn't be a eye look from me if I didn't do my bold eyeliner per usual. So I'm using two different types of eyeliner here. I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner with the calligraphy tip pen to create the outline of the shape of my wing. And then I'm going back in with my ink liner from Kat Von D, both in Trooper. I use ink to fill it in, just because I feel like it's easier to fill it in with ink than it is to fill it in with tattoo, because tattoo is so thin. So now I'm going back in with my Nicole Guerrero palette, and I'm using the shade Forever Lit to just highlight the inner corners of my eye and my brow bone. Now we're going in with a ColourPop fave. This is an ultra matte lip in the shade Mars. Love this, love this, love this color. Now I know in the picture that I posted earlier with this eye look, I did not do as bright of a lip as this. I think I did like Dolly Danger or something, but I wanted to give this look an extra dimension, an extra pop, something really nice and intense for summertime. But that's really all I did. My mascara in this, by the way, is Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I don't know why I didn't show it. For some reason I didn't post that on camera, but that's not a big deal. Same old, curled my lashes, primed them, and put my mascara on. But that's really all. That is this entire look. I really hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!